question. Have you ever looked at yourself and thought, what happened to me? Not because how you look, but because how you feel. You used to have energy. You used to wake up excited. You used to think, well, you used to think clearly. You used to bounce back faster, and now it feels like your body is working against you. If you've ever felt like that or felt that way, stay with me tonight because I want to talk to you about something that completely changed the way or could change the way you think about your health. Here's the first thing I want to challenge tonight. The biggest lie many people over 40 have accepted, they've accepted this. Feeling worse is just part of getting older. Now, I'm not saying aging doesn't really happen. Of course it does. But getting older and feeling terrible are not the same thing. I've met people in their 60s and their 70s who have more energy than people in their 40s. I've met people who are thriving, thinking clearly, enjoying life, serving others, pursuing purpose. So maybe the question tonight isn't how old are you? Maybe the better question is what systems in your body are no longer functioning the way they were designed to. Let's talk about energy for a moment because this is one of the biggest complaints I hear people tell me. Scott, I'm exhausted. I just need coffee just to function. Ever felt that way? I hit a wall every afternoon. Here's what surprised me. Most people think they have an energy problem, but many actually have a metabolic problem. Your body creates energy. It doesn't get energy from coffee. It creates energy when your metabolism becomes insufficient because of inflammation, blood sugar instability, poor digestion deficiencies, and stress, nutrients deficiencies. Your energy suffers. That's why so many people are tired even after getting what they think is enough sleep. The problem isn't always rest. The problem may be what's happening underneath the surface. Now let's talk about weight for a minute because a lot of people feel frustrated. They're eating less, trying harder, exercising more, and the scale just won't move. Can you relate to that? Well, let me ask this. Can I encourage you tonight? Your body isn't broken. Your body is responding. The real question is, what is it responding to? Chronic stress, inflammation, blood sugar swings, poor sleep, digestive dysfunction. These things can all influence how your body stores and uses energy. Weight gain isn't always about eating too much. Sometimes it's about your body being stuck in survival mode. Here's something that changed the way I think about health. Many people spend their entire day on blood sugar, on a blood sugar roller coaster. A sweet breakfast, a crash, a snack, another crash, more caffeine, more sugar, another crash, and then they wonder why they're exhausted and craving everything inside. Cravings aren't always a willpower issue. Many times they're a blood sugar issue. When blood sugar becomes unstable, your body starts looking for quick energy. That's why so many people feel trapped in a cycle they can't seem to break. Let me ask you something. What if your symptoms aren't random? What if they're all connected? Brain fog, fatigue, joint discomfort, digestive issues, weight gain, poor sleep, low motivation. Many times, inflammation is the common thread. Inflammation is like a small fire inside the body. And the problem isn't, most people don't notice the fire until the smoke becomes impossible to ignore. The body whispers before it screams. The question is, are we paying attention? Now let's talk about the gut. This is very important because this is where everything starts changing for me. Most people think the gut is simply where food gets digested, but the gut is much more than that. Your gut influences immune function, inflammation, blood sugar regulation, hormone activity, metabolism, and even brain health. Think about that. Your gut may influence how clearly you think tomorrow, how much energy you have tomorrow, how many cravings you experience tomorrow. This is why gut health is one of the foundations of overall health. Not because it's trendy, because it's central. This surprises people. Many people tell me, I just don't feel sharp anymore. They forget things, lose focus, struggle to concentrate, and immediately they think something is wrong with their brain. But there is constant communication happening between the gut and the brain. You see, researchers call it the gut brain axis. What happens is in the gut, it can influence your mood, your focus, mental clarity, stress resilience, and overall cognitive function. Sometimes brain fog isn't just a brain issue, sometimes it's part of a much bigger conversation. And then now let's relate it to stress and talk about stress for a moment because stress is one of the most un- underestimated health challenges today. Stress just doesn't affect your thoughts. Stress affects your hormones, your sleep, your digestion, your blood sugar, your cravings, your inflammation, and eventually your energy. Many people are trying to heal physically while living in a constant state of stress. That's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and the other foot on the brake. Your body was never designed to stay in survival mode forever. This is why I teach something in my platform called Holy Rhythms, because healing isn't just about food, it's about you and how you live. Sleep, prayer, rest, walking, hydration, time with God, margin in your schedule, peace. These aren't luxuries, these are recovery tools. And honestly, scripture taught these principles long before science started catching up. God designed rhythms into creation because he knew what our bodies needed. Years ago, when I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, I was frustrated. There were days I felt defeated, days I was wondering if things would ever improve. The diagnosis affected every part of my life. But looking back, that season taught me something so valuable. It forced me to stop ignoring my body. It forced me to learn, to grow, to understand the connection between nutrition, lifestyle, stress, hydration, and gut health. And over time, I began seeing improvements that extended far beyond digestion. Today, I'm in remission, and that journey challenged how I view health forever. This may be the most important thing I say tonight. Your body is not your enemy. Your body is communicating. Fatigue is communication. Cravings are communication. Brain fog is communication. Digestive discomfort is communication. Inflammation is communication. Symptoms are often messages. The challenge isn't getting your body to talk, the challenge is learning how to listen. Here's where I think many health conversations miss the mark. Health isn't the ultimate goal, purpose is. Health is a vehicle. Health gives you energy to serve, to love, to lead, to enjoy your family, to pursue the calling God has placed on your life. It's difficult to walk in purpose when you're exhausted all the time. That's why this matters. Not just so you can feel better, but so you can live better. Let me leave you with this tonight. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Nothing changes. Same fatigue, same craving, same frustration, same inflammation, same brain fog, same struggles. Now imagine with me for a minute a different future. More energy, more clarity, better digestion, better habits, more confidence, more freedom. The difference between those two futures isn't time. The difference is a decision. If you're ready to start learning how to support your gut, your metabolism, and your overall health naturally, I created a free resource called Feel Great Again, a faith and science guide to gut and metabolic healing. Simply comment reset below or send me a private message with the word reset. I'll personally get it in your hands because your best years may not be behind you. They may be waiting on the other side of your next decision. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.